Hello and welcome back to Toon TV. Now, this is your match reaction as Brighton beat Newcastle by 3 goals to 0 with a Evan Ferguson hat-trick and a Callum Wilson goal for Newcastle United. Today I'll be taking you through my thoughts on the game. I'll be breaking down the bones of the game, what went on, and also my player ratings at the end. But before we do get into that, everyone, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. It'll mean the absolute world if you guys can do that, as I'm trying to reach 3,000 subscribers, and that'll be greatly appreciated, guys. I'm also going to leave a link as well in the live chat as well, so you guys can go over and vote for me as best young content creator in the Football Content Awards. Let me just leave that link down below, guys. We've got a lot to talk about in this match. Newcastle getting smashed 3-1. I bet a lot of Brighton fans will be happy about that. And fair play. You were better on the day. You were better, way better. We were absolutely shambolic in that game. We were not very good. We really wasn't good. But hey, something needs to be worked on here. So let's just talk about the starting 11 then, shall we? So we had Nick Pope in goal, Fabian Schär, Dan Burn at centre backs. We had Matt Targett at full back and Trippier. We had an injury to Botman, of course we did. We had an injury to Botman, but one injury can't just Ferguson is the new Shearer. Yeah, Mark Gorbridge saying Ferguson's the new Shearer. A hat trick for Evan Ferguson. Ratings all 5 out of 10. Isak missing that first chance was cool. Viking, yeah, exactly. Isak maybe not pulling the trigger as we wanted. Not been a good start. It's not been a good start, but hey, we've not had a brilliant start of fixtures either. So you got to bear that in mind. But yeah, it's just really not been good. It really hasn't. I mean, there's losing to Brighton and there's being smashed 3-1. Look, anything could happen, but being smashed 3-1, really poor, really poor. Personally, I believe that Newcastle are better playing at home. Just Liverpool was rigged. I don't think it was rigged. I think Liverpool handled that game brilliantly, in my opinion. I think Jurgen Klopp handled that game brilliantly, in my opinion. But yeah, again, guys, put your thoughts down in the live chat as well. What your thoughts on it? So our starting 11, we changed it a little bit. Matt Targett left back, I wasn't really positive about. I thought he was going to be absolutely atrocious, but he wasn't. I think Matt Targett wasn't too bad. Obviously, he wasn't the greatest, but he wasn't as bad as I thought he was going to be. I thought Matt Targett was going to be horrendous. But no, I don't think he was that bad, if I'm being brutally honest. But look, there's a lot to improve on. I think that team that Eddie Howe put in the second half, he obviously changed it about a bit, didn't he? And for me, it worked. But we just looked very lazy. We looked very lazy going forward and passing as well. The passing was very sloppy. Multiple times when we passed the ball to a player, Brighton just instantly cut it out. That has to stop, and that was just very lazy on our part. Very lazy. That has to stop. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments, guys. Also, don't forget to subscribe. You can donate to the channel as well, if you're generous to do so, by clicking that $ in the live chat. And you also can become a member by clicking that join button as well. Joelinton looked leggy. I think he was carrying a knock, mate. I think he was carrying a knock, Beer Viking. I think he was. That's why, yeah, again, either way, he didn't look very good. But I think he was carrying a knock. Carrying a knock, why start him? Simple as. But look, it's not been a good day. It really has not been a good day, and it's one to forget. It is one to forget today. It's just frustrating. When we're going forward, we looked very slow, and that's happened before. We've gone forward looking very slow, and nothing really happens. We had one shot on target the whole entire game. No, two. Sorry, we had 2 shots in the entire game. Two shots on target. They had 6. And they scored 3. It's poor. So poor. I truly believe the demise from 60 to 40, 60% was due to Brighton being very good. Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong. Brighton were brilliant. Brighton were absolutely sensational today. Props to them. They were brilliant. They attacked when they needed to, and we just didn't really look ourselves today. We are miles better than that. We all know that. We are miles better. But we just didn't prove it today. We really just didn't prove it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down, everyone. Let me know your thoughts, because I'm just not happy. Not happy. Not happy at all. I'm pretty sure most people here. But look, the Geordies at the Amex were brilliant. Losing 3-0, and they were singing, dancing, they were doing everything. So yeah, fair play to the Geordies as well, who travelled down there, because they were absolutely sensational in that game as well. But losing 3-1, Evan Ferguson's a brilliant player. I think Evan Ferguson's a class. I think he's absolutely brilliant, Evan Ferguson. He's definitely gonna do special things in his career. But we looked very leggy going forward. We didn't look ourselves, and we paid the price, and we lost. Simple as. Now we've lost 3 games in a row, but now we go into the international break. Now we go into the international break, 2 weeks break, and hopefully we can come back against Brentford and actually get a win as well. And then 2 days later, midweek, we fly over to Italy to face AC Milan in the Champions League. So yeah, that's not very good. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the chat, guys. I'm going to quickly go over my player ratings now and get them out the way. But it's not been a good game. Honestly, I've not been very pleased. Really not been very pleased. But yeah, let's go with my player ratings then, shall we? Let's go with my player ratings. So Nick Pope, he's been... for me, I'm giving Nick Pope a 4. He was absolutely... I don't think he was very good. He made some good saves initially, but his distribution was awful, and he was not good at all. Matt Targett, I'm going to give Matt Targett a 5. Or he's just... Matt Targett gets a 5. Dan Burn, I think Dan Burn gets a 5 as well. I don't think... He had to fill in at centre-back, but that's his normal position. He is a centre-back. So if he does bad in that position, then that's his normal position. So Dan Burn gets a 5. Fabian Schär. Oh, he was very lazy in terms of that. I mean, that third goal Brighton scored, that blocking was very, very lazy from Fabian Schär. He just half-heartedly just put his leg out, and let alone goal. So I'm going to give Fabian Schär a 5 as well. A lot of 5s coming in. I think the Brentford game will be changed Saturday, Jack. Says Ian. Yeah, it probably will be changed to Saturday, because we're playing Tuesday, the 19th. So I think it will be changed. But apparently not as of yet. Kieran Trippier. Well, I think Kieran Trippier was very, very good today. So I'm actually going to give Kieran Trippier a 7. A lot of people are saying Kieran Trippier wasn't very good. I think he was very good. Kieran Trippier. I don't have many negatives to say about Kieran Trippier. I think he was very good. Tonali got brought off. I'm just going to give Tonali a standard bog 5. Bruno, not very good. Just nothing. I can't say anything else about Bruno. He really, really just wasn't that good at all. Joel Linton, he was absolutely poor. Absolutely awful. Joel Linton, obviously he's carrying a knock. Of course he is. Of course he's carrying something. Or he's ill, because there was a few suspicions that he wouldn't be in the squad. He's obviously carrying a knock. But yeah, if he's carrying a knock, I wouldn't. You got Elliot Anderson there. You got Longstaff. You got players there to fill in for him if he's got a knock. So for me, there was no reason to play Joel Linton, and definitely he was awful. Anthony Gordon, he didn't get him involved enough, and he didn't run at fullbacks like he did against Brighton. He just didn't run at them. And for me, I'm gonna have to give Gordon a 5. Miggy gets a 2. He was absolutely shambolic. Alexander Isak, I think he gets a 5. A lot of missed opportunities for me. A lot of missed opportunities for Alexander Isak. But he should have pulled the trigger on a few occasions, but didn't. And we paid the price for them yet again, not taking our chances when they fall to us. Now moving on to the substitutions. Now Wilson got the goal, so I'm going to give Callum Wilson a 7. Elliot Anderson, I think he came on, made a bit of an impact, so I give him a 6. Longstaff, didn't really notice much, so I give him a 5. Harvey Barnes, didn't really see much. I mean, he came on. I can't really mark him really, because he didn't do much. I don't know why that's so small. Let me change that. Yep. Jamal Lascelles, can't mark him either because he didn't do too much. But there you go, everyone. That's my player ratings. It's been a poor day. It really, really has been a poor day. But luckily now, it should be left wing Isak, striker Wilson, right wing, don't know. Subro, something wrong. Tonali and Bruno are not clicking together. I think Eddie Howe is on a serious criticism. Bravo. He will be under a bit of criticism, no doubt. He will be under a bit of pressure. There's no doubt about it. But look, now that this 2 weeks we've got off now is all about recouping. We may go over to Saudi, maybe. Now it's all about recouping, getting the team back together and bonding. And we need to use these 2 weeks wisely because straight after we're at the San Siro in the first game of the Champions League. These 2 weeks are critical to Newcastle United, and yeah, it's not looking good. Willock needs to come back. We need to at least involve Livramento because we paid what 30 million for a player who's just sitting on the bench all the time. We need to involve him somewhat. Lewis Hall, look, he was in the matchday squad, but he's not fully match fit yet. At least you're still better than Chelsea, so trying the number one. Even when we lose, at least the fans kept their spirits high. Yeah, exactly. I think we're just on a bad run of form. It's better to do it earlier and later on. Yeah, this happened last season. We beat Forest first game of the season. We drew to Brighton. We drew to City. We lost to Liverpool, and we drew to Crystal Palace. So we had one win by this time last season. So yeah, it's not all lost. It's not all lost. You need some flair in the midfield. You can't have three midfielders. I think we do have flair. I think we do have flair, mate. Tonali's got flair. Bruno's got flair. Bruno's really under a bad patch at the minute. Bruno's really struggling. And it's all about getting Bruno now up to that match fit now. And Bruno needs to be up there now. And these 2 weeks, Bruno needs to. Something is wrong with Bruno. He's not playing like he was. Joelinton's just carrying a knock. If our midfielders are at our prime, like it was against Villa, we might have won this game. But our midfield was not up to it. Our forward line wasn't up to it, and our defence did the best they could do. Brighton attacked us that much that we only had to let 3 goals in. And fair play to Brighton, they won the game fair and square. They probably don't like Tonali. Bruno blamed him for he's missed last week. Adnan. No need to go follow rugby or baseball. We'll be fine. We'll top 8 by November. Look, keep the faith, guys. I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna end it here now, guys. Keep the faith. When we come back from these 2 weeks, we'll be on fire. Mark my words. That is all for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I've left a link in the live chat, guys, so you can go over there and vote for me as best young content creator. That'd be greatly appreciated, guys. Just takes 30 seconds out of your day. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. Don't forget, guys, you can also become a member of the channel by clicking that join button. You can pay $3.99 a month and be a channel member for $3.99 a month as well. Don't forget to also you can also donate to the channel by clicking that $ in the live chat as well. Thank you all so much. I don't know when I'm next live. I don't know when I'm next video. When my next video or live is. But if you guys do want to stay tuned and know when my next live or video is, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and press that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever we go live or post a video. That is all for me, guys. I'll see you later. How are the lads? And we'll see you after the international break. Come on.